A musician's song stopped a serpent mid-strike. The venom never reached her skin. But Orpheus didn't save Eurydice that day. He only delayed her death by seconds. She fell anyway, and he followed her into the darkness beneath the earth, carrying nothing but a lyre and a voice that had never failed him before. Even the dead stopped to listen. Even the king of the Underworld wept. And Hades made him an offer no mortal had ever received: take her back. One condition: don't look back. But as Orpheus climbed toward daylight, doubt crept in. Was she really behind him? And that's when love became his worst enemy. Orpheus kneels in the grass where Eurydice fell. Her skin is already cooling. The serpent's fangs had pierced her ankle, two small punctures, almost delicate, but the venom works fast. She's been dead for minutes. His songs could move stones, could calm wild beasts, could make the gods themselves pause mid-breath. But they cannot undo this. They cannot call back a soul already crossing the threshold. He holds her hand and screams into the empty air. Nothing answers. The world has grown quiet in a way his music never can fill. A shadow separates itself from the other shadows. Hermes appears, the god who guides souls downward, who stands at the border between the living and the dead. His face is neither kind nor cruel. He tells Orpheus there is a way. One way only. The dead do not return. The law is absolute. Hades himself cannot break it. But Hades can bend it. If Orpheus descends into the underworld and sings, if he can move the Lord of the dead as he moves mortals, Hades might grant him passage back. He might let Eurydice walk behind him to daylight. The word might hangs in the air like poison. Hermes adds the rest: there will be a condition. One you must obey perfectly, or she stays below forever. Orpheus doesn't ask what it is. He takes the lyre and walks toward the abyss. The path downward is narrow and dark. Orpheus sings as he walks. Not a song of hope, a song of loss. His voice moves through caverns where no living thing should travel. And the dead listen. Shades pause in their wandering. Spirits that have forgotten their own names stop to hear him. Even the Furies, the three sisters who punish the guilty, lower their whips. They know what he is singing about. They know grief. The rocks themselves seem to soften, as if the earth is moved by his despair. When he reaches the throne room of Hades, the king of the dead sits motionless. Beside him is Persephone, who spent half her year in this darkness and knows loss in ways that cut deeper than most gods. She leans forward. She sees herself in him. Orpheus sings to Hades. He sings about the day he met Eurydice, about the way her laugh sounded like water running over stones. He sings about the serpent, about the seconds between life and death, about holding someone as they slip away. His voice doesn't beg. It simply tells the truth with such perfect clarity that the truth becomes unbearable. Hades has ruled the dead for eons. He has heard countless pleas. He has never broken his law. But as Orpheus reaches the final notes, the king of the dead is weeping. Black tears fall from his eyes onto the stone floor. Persephone reaches over and touches his hand. Hades looks at the mortal musician and speaks. You may take her back. You may lead her to the upper world. But you must not turn to look at her. Not once. Not until you both breathe air. If you do, she returns here and you lose her forever. They begin the ascent. Orpheus leads. Behind him, he can hear Eurydice's footsteps on the stone. Her breath, the rustle of her dress. But he doesn't turn. The rule is absolute. The darkness around them lightens gradually. He can see shapes now, the outlines of passages, the curve of the tunnel walls. His heart pounds. Every step carries them closer to daylight, closer to life. But doubt creeps in like cold water. Is she still there? Or is this a trick? Did Hades lie? Could she have fallen behind and he wouldn't know? The silence between her footsteps grows longer. Or does it? He can't tell anymore if he's hearing her or imagining her. They approach the mouth of the underworld. Orpheus can see daylight ahead. Real daylight. The sun, he's almost there. She's almost free. But the doubt has become unbearable. He needs to know she's with him. He needs to see her face. His hand reaches up toward the light. One more step and they'll both be safe. But what if she isn't behind him? What if he emerges alone and she's still trapped below? What if the law consumes her while he breathes free air? He stands at the threshold. Daylight burns ahead. Darkness presses behind. His love and his fear collide into one desperate need. He turns. She is there. Eurydice is right behind him, close enough to touch. Her eyes meet his. For one impossible instant, he sees her whole, alive, present, real. Then the law activates. It's not violent. It's worse. She doesn't scream. She simply stops existing in the world of the living. The light goes out of her eyes. Her hand reaches toward him but slows, as if moving through invisible water. She's being pulled backward, downward, into the darkness. Orpheus lunges for her but catches only air. He hears her voice once, calling his name, and then the gates slam shut. The sound is final. The underworld has reclaimed what it was promised. Orpheus emerges into the upper world alone. The sun is blinding. The air is warm, alive. He stands at the mouth of a cave and screams her name into the empty landscape. No answer comes back. He will spend the rest of his life singing, and people will listen, because his music carries something they have never heard before. Not hope, not joy, not even anger. Pure, articulate loss. The songs will outlive him. They will cross centuries. And in every age, those who hear them will understand. The gods weep at loss too. And sometimes, not even their tears can fix what love has broken. The myth of Orpheus echoes through the ages as a warning. Even perfect love cannot overcome divine law. Even the most beautiful song cannot rewrite fate. Hades wept. Persephone pitied him. The dead stopped to listen. And it was not enough. Because there are rules older than mercy, older than music, older than the gods themselves. In the next story, we'll see what happens when someone tries to cheat death itself, and why the consequences are written in stone.